That worked. All right. I'm live. We'll do this. Do that. We'll remove that. And will that work? Yes. All right. It is Monday afternoon, the day off, and do a little bit of drawing. So I will continue my TikTok Tober. I'll do this now because, yeah, I didn't do that before, and that turned out to be a bad day. So today, I have my pop. I am wearing a toque because I am having a very bad hair day today. I'm also Canadian, so I can get away with it at any point in the day. All right. So, with all that gabbing done, away we go. And this one should be simple. Irving Forbush. Forbush? Yes. Marvel, not brand Ech. So, plenty of reference. I am familiar with not brand Ech, but I feel like I did not have this book as a kid for I don't know why. Pencil sharpener. But this isn't going to be anything too, probably going to be fairly basic, and it's going to be on my comic strip here. Already I've hit a snag. I was not expecting to hit the eraser this quickly. Oh, geez. There. We'll do chat overlay. There. That's better. And this one's a bit more of a silly character, and I don't have a lot of experience with silly characters. Okay, and there is a little art. I'm not going to have that stand up like that. You know what? Wonder, would this be considered ultimate Forbush Man if I made this a lowercase f? I don't know. We will see. My Dr. Pepper there, not the drinks, but I don't drink a lot of pop in general anymore. So this is going to be my cheat week for that. This guy's wearing a literal onesie pajama. Didn't mean to draw a big old X on the crotch. Let's fix that. Already the toque was a bad call for my bad hair day. Already sweating. So my resort is backwards baseball hat. My fashion sense, such as it is, has never evolved beyond the 90s. I've already been sketching for about 6 minutes at my 10-minute countdown. Clean this up a little more. What's tomorrow's prompt? Covered by detective. I've got an idea for that one. Set that there. Probably a lot of rubbing up on my microphone, but we'll lengthen that pot a little bit. And yes, we will get rid of the I opted to put there, and I'll just have to live with this handle going off the page. Alright, do a little bit of cleanup around the pencils here. Sorry, phone is beeping. That is my mentor critiquing a Batman that I did. I'll be showing that probably after the Inktober or the TikToktober. And I might do that exclusively on the Patreon, my Patreon page. I do have that. I do keep a lot of I do a lot of stuff for free on my free socials, but I do keep my private sketchbook and art processes and sneak peeks at the comics here. Really have to get on scanning that. That's my most recent sketchbook that I have to import and show off. All right, as far as drawing itself, though, I think I'm almost done my initial. Right. get started with some inking, and the nice thing about the cartoon style is I can flub some stuff, not a lot. Oh, that is cool gray. Where is my, there. This is what I meant to grab. I'm just going to do the broadest of outlines with this pen. And okay, that is not quite a straight F. It looks like it's stitched on. All right. Do that with a smaller pen. By the time I get this done, it'll be time to swap out my laundry. Yes, for a family of 3, I do a lot of laundry. But to be fair, I kind of only half did it the last time. So that is biting me in the behind today. These are some pretty funny hands. There it is. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do my normal tests. Okay, that worked. My printer. Test. Okay, so yeah, my whenever I get it, I wonder if this will work. Nope. Alright, testing over. So yeah, I figured out why this doesn't necessarily work on my Facebook. It asks you to sign in. And this is something that I should be good at, but I'm not. Is the folds and the close. It is something I am working on. Something, honestly, I should have worked on ages ago. But when you're learning to do comic art as a kid, you don't want to do the stuff that makes sense. It's always the cool stuff, always the action pose or the weird looking costume that doesn't have fabrics that make sense in real life. Actually, I think by the time I started collecting stuff like Spider-Man's costume and the Fantastic Four's outfits and whatnot, at that point we're all kind of looking a little more like spandex, kind of adhering to muscle. Like in the very early days, though, I remember Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko actually did used to try to make the costumes look a little more fabric-y. Like the Fantastic Four kind of looked more like coverall or overalls. Not a costume. Makes me wonder what that would look like. That might be one of those things I decide to do after this challenge and after I've given myself a little break. All right, I think I've gone as far as I can with the pencils. This is already 20 minutes, 30 if you include the countdown. Oh, yes, I did that yesterday. Did it on my lunch break at work in my sketchbook, but I did that yesterday. And if there's anyone out there that feels comfortable in doing so, definitely pop in and say hi. I could use a conversation, otherwise I'm going to be spouting off nonsense. Unless it's part of the charm of the few views I actually do get, just to watch me devolve into incoherency. I understand it's very popular in American politics these days. It's starting to make its way here to Canada, but I'm not worried about that yet. All right, so on a bright note, it looks like this is all very primary. Coloring is very primary. So, and again, for any of my art teachers, I forgot to erase a line in that F. That's cool though. I will pass it off as this Forbush man did not do his laundry. That's the ticket. Right. And yes, I made a... I'll have to get the my classic out, but just to get all the finer points in there. But I'm going to knock out a lot of my spots with the wide. This is not a wide marker that was made. This is an unfilled marker. When I was getting into the Copics, the wides used to come in 36 different colors, and then that slowly started to go away. I thought they were actually going to stop making the wides in general, but what they started doing is just not making, they just stopped making the wides in predetermined colors. Because you can just buy an ink refill and make your own. I've been doing that more often than not lately. So again, I'm going to knock out all the big spots first, and then I'll go in with either a sketch or classic and kind of fine-tune as I go. Like, don't get me wrong, you can get a fair bit of control on these wide nibs, but yes, I really need to learn to top these, plan a color scheme before I start filming. Then make sure that those markers are pre-filled. think that's as far as I can get with the R08 in the wide format. And I did forget to top up my classic, which would have been the more useful marker in this case, because I use this R08 a lot. And if you did notice here, it's there. I did color outside of the line a little bit with the yellow. That's okay. Go over with red and you don't even notice. And this is a testament to how much I actually use this R08, because it looks like my sketch is a little dried out too, so I'll have to do a top up on all of those. Alright, maybe come back to the red in a little bit, so I'll keep that there. Do a little more erasing. So next I'm going to tackle is the cape, which is this blue. And that is a primary blue. Do I have a basic blue? Closest thing I think I have is okay, which is dry as hell. All right. I will have to dip into. Well, and I'll put away the greens. And my blue chows. I have an idea of what blue I would like to use here. I believe it's going to be the B05. Yes. I just hope I have enough ink for that. So B05, that is the, okay, good, process blue. That might be what I make a wide with next if I have the refill. Okay, and this it's a little more of a cyan, but it's more of a primary blue. So I don't plan on doing a lot of my normal funky trait or my normal shading. I'm going to leave this as flat and as primary. I'm going to treat it like my burn piece from that 70s show. I'm not going to add a lot of shade, like extra shading and coloring. And oh wow, that is drying out too. I'll have to see if I have the process blue. If not, I may have to order it. There. And then what's the last thing? Probably the pot. And I might do something with the background. I'm not sure yet. Probably the same thing I've done with all my pieces. Kind of follow the blue border. All right, I'll leave that pen there. maybe I'll do a little bit of, maybe a bit of C3 here. Just enough to kind of pop the eyes out a bit. And I'll leave that part a little bit wider. Get a thinner, very thin line here, just to kind of, and a bit of a thin here. And that is going to be a little bit darker. I'll have to adjust, correct some line work, because I do not have a lateral process. I go back and forth a lot. See if I can squeeze a little bit more out of this E5. Just kind of solidify some of that. Get in here. Now for the last part, I'm going to, here we go, get my big ol', yes, got the big one here. Want the bigger pen, the 12. And I'm going to go to the edge of the screen. I apologize for that. Nope, that's not going to work. And I'm just going to fumble everything on the ground as well. No, I'll just, oh, that's an elegant solution. Just move the iPad. Why didn't I think of that? God damn it, Barton. I went a little further down than I would have liked, and also on a bit of a tangent. I will have to clean that up in a second. Okay, junk email, I'm not going to worry about that now. Now, what color should I put in here? Mainly primary colors. Okay, there's a lot of blue in the cape. I'll make this pop. There's one with a purple background that looks kind of cool, and I do enjoy purple. No, green. I'll do a green background. Yellowy green. I'll use the wide. I think I have a YG03 refill. I would have to, because that was the other big selling point of these wide markers if you bought them in sets. And I wish kind of more Copics came like this in a set. You would get when they used to sell the wide sets, you used to be able to get like it would be a pack of 12 markers, and you would get the 12 corresponding refill colors. And those were good with any of the Copic markers you had with the corresponding code. So, seeing as how I had at least one YG03 in either like a sketch, a chow, or a classic, I think at least chow. That's the marker I have the most of at the moment. All right. And I don't like that last line I did there, so I'm going to fix that. Where can I add my initials? Okay. Wait, I don't need to add them there. I'll do that here. Tick, tock, Tober, 24. This one is mine. This is why I don't letter. So I have a date. Now, good news, bad news. Good news is I'm almost done with these comic strip boards. I think I've got one left. That'll be gone. And the rest of my extra boards will be smaller. So here we go. Actually, while I'm rambling, I will do a little bit more cleanup in here. And, oh! I did forget something. Got to color in his hand here. Maybe. And I do have the E00 that I left out here because I do have to top up the ink. There's a little bit of juice in that old classic after all. All right. think that is good for me. For today anyway, so let's get back into where I can actually edit things. Get rid of that for now. We'll switch out. So that is it for me, and yes, dumb backwards hat, but that's because I couldn't be bothered to do anything with my hair today. Alright, but for anyone that is checking this out or will be checking this out, thank you very much for stopping in. Plan on doing one more tomorrow as well. We'll see. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your